Hello everybody and welcome to the hangout. As you can see, we have a name. We are back at our cafe slash bar slash gaming area, and I have named it the hangout. And as you can see here, we have cafe, bar, we have a cup of coffee. I actually quite like the sign, cup of tea, and I've added a few things here, shoved a few things out of the way, put a couple of toys in the sandbox, and once again put the hangout sign above the door into the garden. I like these umbrellas, I think they're really cool. So the only problem is I don't think you can put them into a table. We shall have to investigate that. And the sun is going down, so yeah, it is what it is. But we've got lights out here. We are going to have to put a couple of them around here, and we are going to have to sell the lawnmower. $600. Yeah, that'll do. But I think a couple of lights out here would be good. And then, oh no, it's outdoor lights, and then we can pretty much finish up. If we get to the point that it gets too dark to see what the heck we're doing, I'll sleep until tomorrow, but that will help us initially. There we go. Yep, the sun, she's going down. And then I think a few more outside lights. I'm going to go with bronze again. Is that bronze? No, that was gold. That's a little bright. Alright, we need one up here by the bins. There we go. So we can see where we're going. And then we'll probably need one out here. What I'm thinking of doing is making this into like a staff area where the people who work here can come and chill. I think that will be quite cool for them. And while it's dark, we can actually just pop some lanterns into the garden so we can see where the heck we're going. I would like a longer lantern in here, but I don't think the children will be doing much partying in the evening. And you'll notice we have grassed, and I put that in we have grassed as in we have put carpet down, because there is no grass, there's just dirt like there is here. So we will put some grass in. Do we have a slightly taller one? Yes, we do. Awesomeness. And we can maybe put one on each side of this archway we have here. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? It's just on the... There we go. And a couple in the garden here. Awesome. So we can have evening tea parties out here. I am going to put some more flowers around here, but it would be nice to have some light in the place, don't you think? Do we want a tall one? I guess we can. Put a nice tall one there by the tree. And another one in here somewhere. I hate that we have to fight with the plants to put the lights in. And then I think I'll use this one over here in the corner. Come on, we we should be able to put it in here somewhere. Dang it. Nope. We'll put it like a little street light. There we go. That's better. And then some hanging ones for the garden here. We probably won't be able to put them. No, we won't. Because, you know, they won't hang where there's a damn plant. That irritates me. Fine. There we go. That looks cool. And then I've also I found an ice cream sign. I like the ice cream sign. And we've put another sign there. And I suppose we should put some lights over here as well. It's a little dark. Let's pop one somewhere in here. Perfect. And yes, if it starts getting a little wonky and pixelated, it is what it is. I think I need a wall one for over here. Question is, can I can't get it above the ice cream sign. That's fine. I'm just going to switch them on. Pop it up a little bit higher. Okay, so we almost have enough lights. Almost. There's one missing here somewhere. There we go. Okay, let's sell this because we don't need that anymore. And then we're going to come out here. Actually, you know what? Let me have a sleep. I haven't got a bed anymore. I sold it. So let me buy me a bed. How much are these? 600. Damn. I'll buy the cheap one. And I'll have a nice nap outside here and I'll see you shortly. I'll sleep until morning. And we're back. Okay, so it cost me $20 to sleep approximately. Oh, that's interesting. How much was that bed? Oh no, it cost me nothing to sleep. So what I bought it for and what I sold it for is pretty much the same. Awesome. If we go outside and we look at furniture, we have no outdoor table other than this, and we can't stick it in there. So I'm going to take the picnic table, I think, and let's see what we can do with this. It's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna have to pop the picnic table next to the umbrella, but that's okay. We can come out and have a nice picnic there, and another one here. While I'm waiting for the sun to come up, and I think I'm going to make this a long table. I suppose I should put my flashlight on here. There we go. We have a nice long picnic table there. So if the kiddies want some ice cream after they finished playing there, they can come sit here, have the ice cream, and then carry on. And then in here, it's so much easier to have grass, so that if we go and look at playground equipment, we actually won't have... Where is the playground equipment? There it is. If we won't have catastrophes. So I'm thinking of the climbing wall, and I'm going to use the driftwood in this garden. It is huge, but it will fit nicely over here, sort of by the tree there, and then we can probably have little ones climbing into the tree. Should we have... We've got a big slide, so I think let's do... I've got a sandbox, but I got this one on the other side there. So let's do the little kids equipment. I think I will use a bench in the corner there. And then we've got a seesaw. Don't you know we have a seesaw and a roundabout? I can't remember if I knew that. We can have a seesaw. And how big is the roundabout? Ooh, that's quite big. Maybe let's do the roundabout in the... in the back. There we go. I can just imagine that and that together could only end up in catastrophe, but it could be interesting. Okay, I think that's pretty cute. And then we can find some benches. Now, the benches are in there. And here is our bench, and we can do the same thing that we did with it. Pop a bench in here in the background here. And we've got a nice path that we can pop one in there. And I think I'm going to pop the benches in, then I'm going to plant the plants around them, because it's very hard to plant around benches. Do I want one over there? I don't know. Yeah, that's a path, but does it? Yeah, it goes around the flowers, so we'll leave that one open. So we've got a couple of benches here, and then at the back here we can make a pretty little table. Should we use let's use the picnic tables. I like the picnic tables. We can pop one there, and maybe two over here. And then it's just a matter of putting odds and ends together and making the garden look pretty again. I think that's pretty good. Now we can do some fun stuff. Let's find us some pretty flowers. Okay. Here we go. And I'm going to have to fill in the gaps. I don't want anything. Yes, I am going to throw this everywhere I can find a spot for it, because it's a broad shrub, so I don't have to worry, and it's not too tall. So there is that. We have a rose garden here, which I'm happy with. Oh, we've got one of these trees. Do we want it to go? Yes, let's make it go. Are those leaves? No. Those are just regular leaves. We don't have to vacuum up. Okay. So So that's got a bit of jasmine. Jasmine's always lovely because it smells so good. And I'm going to tuck it here and there as we go through the garden. Will you fit? No, you won't. Those are other bushes there. That will fit nicely. I think we need a slightly bigger bush in there. Let's see what we have in the tall bushes. I don't want it all to be colours, so I think let's look at, perhaps some hazel bushes. They're nice. They're green. It's not very big. And that's taller, which is good. Do I want a huge hazel bush? No. That one's quite spready, as you can see, so we will add that in there, which is awesome. And that's going to be too, well, you know what, I'm all for just popping it in and covering up the dirt. There's a lot of dirt showing around here. Yes, it will fit there nicely. Awesome. We won't be able to get past that. I'm sure there's a corner here I can throw you in. Oh, it's starting to look good. And we need a whole rose garden here. This is going to be challenging. All right, let's do the duplicate, shall we? Pop a couple in here for prettiness. I hate when it bounces off the other plants. You see that bit of bare patch there? I want something in there, but that's too small. Will that be too... that's pretty too. Not allowing me. Will you let me? Will you let me? You see that? I hate that. I'm going to put a patch of these in here so they form a little golden ball of prettiness. That is better. Just put it on the bare bits of the ground where there's holes. What do you say? I think there's a spot here we can pop it on. There we go. I'm liking the yellows and the oranges. Unfortunately, winter is on its way here where I live, and I'm not looking forward to that. But hey, it is what it is. Alright, so let's continue with the rose bushes, shall we? We have options for many, many rose bushes. I think I'm going to keep the garden open between these. I'm going to fill this section with roses. Actually looks quite nice with the lavender. I'm going to stand right on top of it to actually get, is that white or is that cream? Now let's do the orange. Very pretty. And what other colours do we have? I suppose I should stop being lazy and just find them, hey? We've got red ones. These are slightly wider, which helps a bit. Almost perfect. Look how pretty that looks. And the roses, I think, are the only plants really that you can overcrowd and they accept it. Eeny meeny. No, we did red. There we go, right in the middle there. Oops, we need another one of those. And you'll fit there nicely. What do you think of the picnic area? We still... do we want to put some more flowers in here? Probably. Will you fit? Ah, yes you will. Awesome. Okay, let's get a red one. Why will you not fit just there? And a white one. How about a cream one? I think that's very pretty. Should we put salt and peppers on the tables just to get to a totally different section of the whole thing? We can use this. And we're going to have to do the whole probably not in the middle. Okay, and then these. Let's make them look pretty. Come on. There we go. I could imagine coming here for my morning cup of coffee before I go to work. Oh, you know what? We missed one. Dang it. I forgot about it. Shame on me. There we go. And I can imagine that you would want perhaps your daily magazine. I think it's this one that's a newspaper. There we go. And do we want I think a menu would be good. Custom greeting card. Let's find our, well, we could have what the heck is that? I have no idea. Oh, dang it. That's got like, okay, so we can't use a PNG because you can see behind it. So we're just going to have to use the regular something. How about that as a menu? There we go. Pop the menu on the table. I wouldn't put a standy uppy one. Can you imagine a gust of breeze? Although this probably will as well, but you can just tuck it under the salt and pepper. Okay, I think that is it for our play area and chill area. Although again, I don't know if it's going to be that quiet when the kids are around. And there's a big bald patch there. We need a plant there. Have a nice, damn it, I was in the wrong spot. How about some rhododendrons? That'll do it. There we go. I can live with that. We need to put a few more odds and ends maybe in here. What do we have that is tall? We've got the lilac. Is that going to be too big? And it's not going to fit. Fine. I'll just pop some greenery in there. Okay. And on this side, are we good? We've got lots of plants here. I tucked a couple in amongst all the other plants there. And now if we come over here, you'll see I've put in a literal row of roses along here. We've got lights by the bin, so we can see what we're doing when we throw the rubbish away, and into the big dumpster outside. And I just hate that spot there. Maybe something pretty, and over here something small to fill in the bits. And we're going to ignore that patch of grass. So now if you were an employee, I'm guessing you want to have a break. You don't want to have a break where everybody is. We can probably do something like this. There we go. Have a couple of tables outside here and a couple of chairs. And I think I'm going to go for the basics, nothing too fancy. But you can relax, take it easy, get off your feet for a little bit, count your tips, complain about the customers, and all that good stuff. I think that's actually a really pretty little restaurant area. And then of course we can go out here into the alley. Let's close that down and let's see if we've got everything. Alright, we've got that. If we come in here, we've got our bathroom and our changing area for the little ones. We've got our kitchen. Everything is super bright in here. There we go. Our kitchen, all our goodies, all our yummies, cakes and pastries and yummies. We've got bread just ready to be sliced to make sandwiches. All our herbs and spices. That plant's coming through the window. But that's okay. We'll have to trim it back at some stage. And then if we come out into our main restaurant, we've got stuff lined up here. I put a coffee cup and a teacup there, just to remind people that they should get a cup. With our area here to sit and just grab it on the go, or if you're in a hurry. And then upstairs we've got the chill area, games, fun, bathrooms. Yep, I'm happy with that. Oh, and the other thing I've done is I put a sign for the bar. Oh, there's an ice cream sign on the wall now, just to remind you to grab it. It's all about spending the money. After you finish playing your game, come downstairs and have some ice cream. And then upstairs, I have a bar sign. I thought that was quite cute. Seeing as we haven't got much wall area upstairs, we've got all the good stuff up here, the TVs, and we have a little bit of pixelation. Can you see in the middle here? As I move over here, we have the pixelation, which is a little freaky. Okay, so we're almost pretty much ready to sell the place and see if we make any money out of it. So let's go, where am I going? This way. Let's go downstairs. And just an FYI, I'm not sure if you know this, but I went to look at toys for the first time, and we've got googly eyes. Look, we can put googly eyes on the walls. And doors. If you put eyes on that, that would make a really cool moustache. That's funny. We also have googly eyes. We have a rubber chicken. We have a push button, which makes a weird noise. And we got a whoopee cushion. So yeah, that sort of appeared. But then again, I haven't really looked at toys. So, okay, should we try and sell the house? All right, so we bought the house for 400,000. We sold 75,000 worth of stuff, and we've spent a fortune on renovations, 194,000. So let's put it up for auction. Mr. Bilo. Why? Oh, no shower or tub. Damn it. Do we need a shower? Cancel the auction. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Eh. Where can we put a shower in this place? Should we put an outdoor shower? Can we put an outdoor shower? I have the urge to make an outdoor shower now. Does it have to be in the property? I mean, like in the house. Can I? Okay, I didn't know that. Did you know that? Let's see if this helps. It's to just rinse the sand off your feet, guys. You see, you can just use that. Let's use that. There we go. It's like a little outdoor shower area. Can we put a drain in to the ground? Okay. Fine. You know what? Can I? Yes. All right, I'm gonna try this. We want bricks. I would like, how about mossy stone? That'll be great on your feet. There we go. Let's see if that'll work. I'm horrified. Okay. Should we try that again? Sell house. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Oh, we put it. Sorry, I just have to like, I didn't even, I didn't put the drain in. Sorry, I'm just enjoying this. Okay, so you can put a shower anywhere on your property and they consider it a house. Hasn't got a bed, but you've got a shower. Fine. Okay. So we've spent a lot of money. 520,000 on this property. So we haven't got over a million. Damn it. I suppose we could have. Okay, Uma Clark. No. Gabriel Nakamura. No. Grace, congratulations. You are the winner. For 991,100. I shall sell it to you. Wow. Okay, so we didn't quite double our profit well, we did, sort of. Okay. We have a deal. Let's see. Take photos. That's a change. Oh yeah, that looks much more chilled and... Oh my gosh, alligator alert. I think that looks very cool. look at all the cool stuff for the kids. We won't even be able to see up into the... Wow, that's pretty wallpaper. We never did get to the bar. Continue. I don't need to save the photos. I'll be fine. But look, I'm glad it says here Mr. Barlow will drop hints as to why only he can buy the house, and yay, we got nearly 4 million. Awesome. Yes, so that, I think, is the end of that. There are no new emails as far as I know. I think we're done with that. Yep, everything is now officially done. So the next time we come back, we are going to be in Sandbox. I miss Sandbox because then you can do stuff and put it where you want to put it. We are going to be working in Old Pinner Cove because the property I'm looking at has entrance on both sides. And it's something I haven't done before. It's not a house, it's a business. So I hope you join me. And if you've got this far, please subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Hope you have a lovely day. And I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.